Hello and welcome to all my beautiful Capricorn. Thank you for tuning into your X reading and bringing your beautiful energy, support and love to soul embers. I appreciate you. If you're new here, my name is Andrea. I hope you find something within this reading helpful and you choose to stick around for the journey. So this reading resonates with those of you that either are really hooked on this ex, and you want to release, heal and let them go, but you're finding yourself living in the past and difficult to embrace the future. Hopefully I can draw some guidance and some messages that will help you work through that space in healing, releasing and letting them go. Others of you may be considering reconnecting with your ex and you're not quite sure or not quite clear if that's the best move for you at this time, whether they have the right intentions, and so you're hoping to get some clarity on that. And others out there, you might be feeling resentful and angry towards your ex and here because you want to see whether justice is going to be served. Hey, I get it. I have been there. And hopefully for those of you that are experiencing that or resonating with that, hopefully I can draw some messages that, will give it to divine and allow karma to come when it needs to come so you can release yourself and embrace love free of resentment and anger. Okay. First of all, though, let's have a look and see who am I connecting with today, Capricorn? Who is this message for? Protect your light. It's getting brighter. Protect it. It's yours. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Capricorn, what I'm actually feeling here is that you might be going through a really challenging time right now. And when this whole situation with the ex is done and dusted, let's say there's those of you, and this is just an example, it's done and dusted, and but there is trauma and there is healing that still needs to be taken place, and there is deep-seated fear or based on confidence because of what happened, something that took place that changed you when it came to your ex or your exes. And you've reached this point where you have done so much self-help, where you have invested so much time in, healing yourself, developing professionally, really leveling up, Capricorn, taking on your world, and you shine in so many ways. There is so much light and so much power and strength that comes from who you are. Yet there is this one thing that is latched on like a leech that is really preventing you from setting yourself free and embracing your future. And it's the things that have happened that rocked your world, that rocked your foundations, that had you questioning your stability, your security, that had you, mentally completely drained and, losing yourself to the situation and feeling a lack of control as your whole world tumbled. Very deep, very dramatic energy, but it was very impactful and it altered everything on how you went about pursuing your life. And what I feel is that you took all that pain, you took all that fear, you took all that injustice, you took all of it, you crammed it up into a ball of power, because there is a lot of power in those emotions, and you focused it. And you focused it towards your own development, and you became persistent, and you became really hard on yourself, and you became very driven in certain areas, and time has passed and still this lingers. Protect your light. It is yours. Can you see your light, Capricorn? Can you see it? Do you feel it? Have you acknowledged your growth? Have you acknowledged the impact you have on people's lives around you simply because you experienced what you experienced and you understand, you're able to really empathize with people, and you're able to articulate things in a way that others can't, but you hit the nail on the head for them? You know, there is a whole lot of trauma that you've had to go through to put you in your position right now. And I feel that it is a place where you are of service now to some degree, where people look up to you. Yet there is this void that we're working with. Oh, very, very intense message. All right, so let me just have a look and see. Let's dig a little bit deeper and let's see how this ex, what this ex had to do with this. Very interesting, because, you know, at this stage, when it comes to this ex, there is something that you're not willing to see. You're refusing to see it. And I sense, Capricorn, that it has to do with the fact that it's not okay. What has happened here? There are certain things that have happened here and certain things that you've been dealt that were not okay. And you know, this guy, he's bowed his head down, and the feeling I get from it is that he is exhausted, absolutely exhausted. And it's not that he doesn't want to see because he's been ignorant. I feel that he's tired. He's tired of having to deal with the same crap over and over again. And he's losing hope in love. He's losing hope in the process. You know, I often think to myself, if only we knew what the outcome of a situation was going to be, whether it was with this apply to an ex, and whether it's going somewhere for you, whether it be to the healing process and what the lesson was. If we knew what the outcome was, we could draw on that strength. We could draw on courage. We would find it within ourselves. We'd be like, yeah, for sure. If I know, then of course I'll persevere. Of course I'll keep going. And that's a feeling that I'm getting. That energy exists within you, Capricorn. You do have the courage, you do have the strength, you do have the determination. It's just that you can't see where this is taking you. Why it has to be this way? Why does it have to be this way? Why does it have to be so difficult? Why did it have to hit me so hard? Why couldn't I see this coming? Close your eyes and you will see. Close your eyes and you will see. And I feel, and I can actually resonate with this message, very much so. When we're so overwhelmed with just the magnitude of our feelings sometimes, we find it really difficult to be able to sit with that emotion because it is so overwhelming, and we are so unbelievably tired, and we don't know what to do with that. We don't know if we have the energy that we need to have to work through that. And so that's the feeling that I'm getting. It's easy to say close your eyes and you will see. The thing is that you don't want to see right now. And it's about really balancing out, figuring out that fine line between what you need to take action with and what you need to sit back and allow things to unfold naturally. When it's time to take a break from something, or when it's time to pursue it and take the lead, is what I'm feeling. Just give me a moment, please, guys. So it just, you know, this is about your transformation. You know how I just said to you just a little bit earlier on that this really changed you, you know? You did the same for this person. There was a part of themselves that they really needed to let go of. You expanded their consciousness, Capricorn. They will never forget you. They will never forget the impact you had on their life. In fact, I'm actually getting emotional because they know that they caused you a lot of pain. They know that they changed you forever. And that they've left a sour taste in your mouth. And they know that. And they know that ever since then, you haven't had the same belief in love. And it really does feel like they did not know any better at the time. They did not know how to handle this. And you are so upset at the fact that you didn't know or you didn't see it coming. And that you're aware that they didn't know how to handle this. The injustice was done and there's no one to blame because they were just exploring and experiencing. There's a lot of guilt here, I feel, on their behalf. A lot of guilt. You're like a beacon of light, Capricorn. Don't you forget that. All I see around you is light. In the darkest of hours, that's what you do. You bring light, and that's what you did for them, and you know that. And it feels that for those that this is connecting with, it's almost like you left a bit of your light with them, and it's yours, and you want it back. Wow, Capricorn, this is intense. Whenever have I done a reading for Capricorn that isn't intense, right? But then again, I do have Capricorn in my chart, so you know what, guys? I know what that intensity feels like. All right, let's break this baby down. Actually, before I do that, what I really want to do is I want to figure out, because you're about, like, there is so much you have to look forward to, Capricorn. Your future is very bright. Okay, look at you. You are these crystals. You are this light. You are the gem. You are the gem, Capricorn. Okay, you definitely are a rare stone. You get my gist, you get what I'm saying, right? So really allowing yourself to free and break free of this, whatever this is, this fear, this thing that changed you forever, breaking free of that is going to be what's going to cause you to really explode and see where this is going. You know how I was saying before, if only I knew why this happened, why all this pain, what's the reason for that? What energy do you need to surrender to so that you can close your eyes and you can see? Surrender to non-action. You know how I was saying before, again, knowing when to take action and knowing when to sit back and just let things be. There is always a season for everything. And in fact, I practice this according to the seasons we're in. For example, in Australia right now, it's autumn. And I know that autumn is a time for reflection for me, clearing things out, getting rid of all the things that no longer serve me, what I've learned that has worked and what hasn't, where I need to fine tune certain things, what I'm going to take with me that's going to serve me. Because I'm going to enter winter, and winter is a time where the cold kills everything, right? In that cold weather, and we hibernate, and we need to store and just sit and reap the rewards of all the hard work we've done through the spring and the summer seasons to get us ready, well rested for the time of action, which is spring and summer, let's say. Okay, so at this particular time, we're in autumn here. This is a time where I'm getting ready and I'm clearing out and I'm running my receipts and I'm reevaluating to see what I'm going to take with me into the winter period so that I can be well rested, I can recuperate, I can just sit and allow everything to sit with me and see how it resonates and how it fits into my life. Okay, so that's the kind of energy I'm feeling. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Damn it, protect. Your light is getting brighter. Protect it, it's yours. Focus on your own power. I have a feeling this ex or situation is going to trigger you, Capricorn, if it hasn't already, and it's going to take you back to that time, and you're going to fall into that. Your sympathetic nervous system is going to take over. You're going to go into that fight, flight, freeze response, and you're going to be ready for a war, ready to take action. Pay attention. Is that threat, perceived threat, does it actually exist? Did it happen in the past and you think you're going to have the same result this time? Pay attention to what is real and what isn't. Is it a feeling or is it a reality? That's the message I have for you. I'm going to hold up this card for you. Feel free to take a screenshot of that if you like. You can meditate and resonate on that and see how that fits in with you. Hopefully you might get some, messages filter through as you're sitting in quiet. All right, let's break this down. Like a bull at a gate. Yeah, like a bull at a gate. They're waiting for you. It's interesting. I feel that you're ready to just leap into the future. And normally the way I view these cards, and I'll just move it over so you can see what is going on here, Capricorn, because you can't see. So it's your time, first of all. You've done everything you needed to do. It's time for you, for the pendulum to swing to nourishing. We have opposing polarities, the negative, the positive, day and night, healthy, unhealthy, nurturing and challenging. You've been in the challenging for an extended period of time when it comes to your love life, Capricorn, and now it's time for that pendulum is swinging to the nourishing. It's time for you to receive. But you know what? When I look at this carriage here, when I look at the chariot and I look at this carriage, I usually get a feeling, I can see it jump into life. This beautiful princess queen lady, she's not picking up the reins. There are no reins. Is she waiting for the two sphinxes to get up and take her where she needs to go? Is that the message here? Surrender to non-action. Let it unfold. It will come to you. You don't need to have control over the reins. You just need to put yourself into the frequency of movement and ride that wave. take the path of less resistance. Imagine going up a stream against the current. What would you need? You'd need a paddle. This woman needs the reins. Now, if you turn around, if you turn that boat around and you go with that flow and let things come in a way that is organic and natural, without worrying whether there's something wrong with you, without worrying whether it's going to turn out the way you want it to turn out, without fearing that all is lost, the stream will take you in the direction that you need to go with as little, of you having to exert energy as possible. The wheel is turning. You're on that wheel. You're in motion, basically. Just close your eyes and trust the journey. So when it comes to this X, tell me, Capricorn, how this ties in, how this message ties in. Are you needing to release if you wanted to reconcile, are you needing to release the urge and the desire to take action out of fear that, of scarcity, and Spirit is saying to you, surrender to doing nothing? You've done everything you can. It's time for you to be nourished in order for you to move forward and protect your energy and to be able to get the best out of what it is that you're here to achieve in your love life? Are you wanting to heal and release and let go of this anchor that was caused from an experience, and there is something that is just holding you back? And Spirit is saying to you, have patience, you're almost there. You don't need to do anything. You just keep on protecting your energy, because the floodgates are about to open. That's what it feels like. Meanwhile, the ex that you're connecting with here, Capricorn, I feel that they're going to reach out. I feel that they're thinking about it. They're already thinking about it. And energetically, some of you out there might be already experiencing or feeling their energy in the way of they're coming to your mind quite often, more than usual. You're dreaming about them. You see signs that remind you of them. You hear people talking about things that remind you of conversations you've had with them. You may even be seeing people that resemble this ex, and you have to take a second look. I feel that if they had the opportunity, they would reach out and they would tell you how much happiness you brought to their life and how integral you have been on their journey and how much they actually carry you with them and what they learnt as a result of you being in their life. And the message is clear for you: protect your energy. You may have some very fond memories of this person, but remember all the other stuff as well. I feel that this message that they're going to come with, or that they've already come with, if you've already reconnected with them, is going to shed a lot of light. It is definitely going to allow you to express yourself in a way that you've never done before. It's almost like finally what you didn't even know was holding you back is going to bubble up to the surface, and you're going to speak words you never even knew or experience feelings you never even knew you had within you. And this is going to offer you the closure that you need. There is a catalyst here. There is something that's going to happen, and it's a catalyst. I want to know. They feel that they're going to be met with a very, very cutting. They're not going to be welcome, basically. that you've learned from your past mistakes, that you have learned, you've let them in before. I feel that you've let them in before and it didn't end well and you've cut them out completely. That's what it feels like. Yet, if they had the opportunity, you're on their mind. They are thinking, they often think about reaching out to you. So, how do we work through this? How do we surrender to non-action with a sense of peacefulness and a sense of calmness and letting go of the stress and worry and the need to do something because you feel that non-action means you're not creating life? It's time to rest, Capricorn, so that when you sit back and you rest, you switch your polarity from a pursuing energy to an attracting energy, so things can actually come to you. It's about being in the present moment and enjoying the bounty of what you have created. This beautiful energy that you are needing to protect, being in your own energy, just being you, reveling in that, following your intuition for a day. Give in to your intuition for a day. And instead of going by a to-do list, instead of going by a routine, go with what you feel. And that is you being in the present. We might not be able to do that all the time, but that really helps us uncover which aspects of ourselves we have been ignoring or we haven't been paying attention to. And through that, you might be able to actually uncover what it is you need to not do and be okay with it and surrender to non-action. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a couple more cards. They just fell out because they wanted to. Yep, for sure. For sure. So when it comes to this situation, Capricorn, and place the energy as it fits, because it is a general message. And I do actually feel that it's very generalized today, but it's more about your own self and how you're perceiving things. When it comes to this ex, they did you a number. This one in particular, there is this one that did you a number and changed you forever. And you've learnt your lesson and you've cut them out. But that doesn't mean that that was easy. You made the best decision for yourself at that time so you could protect your energy. Because what you were seeing in yourself, the person you were becoming as a result, was not a path you wanted to follow. So you had to make a difficult decision. And Spirit wants you to know that as you surrender to non-action, as you learn to embrace the space of just being instead of doing and following your intuition, make it a regular if you need to, like once a week or something, you know, put away that to-do list or the routine or the must-dos and just go with the flow of the day. As you allow that to happen, a lot of those answers will come together for you. And you will start to move into a different type of frequency when it comes to love. And you will find someone that will cross your path. And that is going to shed light and give you the clarity that you need. You're going to take this sword that you've been using to cut them out. And with that lesson that you learnt, you're going to step into a new future. Why do I feel that there's a choice that's going to be needed to be made here between someone new, and it's going to happen simultaneously. I feel there's going to be something that transpires with the ex. There's going to be this catalyst. It's going to set you free, and immediately those floodgates will open and something new will come together for you. Anyhow, guys, I hope you found that helpful. If this is something you are currently experiencing, please do comment below. I love reading your comments. And if you'd like to work with me and find new ways that you can really surrender to this non-action, or you can really let go of that one thing that is holding you back, feel free to reach out for a reading. I'd love to do one.